Yo, what is up guys? Nick Guy here, Let's Drift Media. Thank you for coming back to the channel. So on today's episode, we are going to be doing a little product testing on this Ancel L8000. It's an EVAP and turbo smoke leak detector. Let's go ahead and show you guys what's up. This is pretty much what you get out the box, minus the baby oil. You're gonna have to go to Diddy's house for that. But Ancel sent me this to try out, let you guys know if it's sick or not, and we're gonna find out. First things first, price on this thing retails for $4.99 plus tax. If you do go to Ancel.com direct, buy it through their website, I've seen it as low as $360. Tends to run a lot higher on Amazon, so I'll leave the link down below if you guys want to check it out, as well as a coupon code. If you guys are longtime followers, you guys remember the last Ancel smoke tester. This thing is a beast, but unfortunately this one doesn't really have much pressure controls. Versus this one, you can set how much PSI you want to put into the system, how much PSI you want to cut off at to prevent damaging your EVAP system and components. So out the box, you get the smoke tester, of course, which comes in this nice hard shell case for travel. You get an extra O-ring. Goes for the smoke outlet in case that ever starts leaking. This is the oil fill port. Has a nice little dipstick to let you know the oil level. Does not come with the mineral oil or the baby oil, so you will have to purchase that separately, but it does come with this nice little container to dispense it in there. Comes with a wide array of intake block-off plates. Bunch of different sizes. There is probably like 20 to 30 pieces in here, as well as these small tiny vacuum line block-off plates. Oops. So yeah, you get all that. You get this hand pump for, say you have a size port you're trying to test and it doesn't quite fit one of these fittings you get, or I know this will work in the exhaust muffler pretty nice, or even intake piping. You can go ahead and use this. Then you put the air or smoke directly through that hose. Comes with this cone universal shape fitting, so you can kind of just shove that into wherever it fits. Another smaller hose, thread on right there. The battery positive and negative terminals, which I'll plug in right here. One thing I will say is nice about this is, unlike a lot of smoke testers where you need an air compressor, this one has the compressor built in. So you literally just plug it into the battery, turn it on, and you have smoke. So that's pretty cool. And we have our somewhat long smoke line. You can see it's probably about 6 to 8 feet. It's pretty long. And this, of course, threads on right here, and then that's where you get your smoke from. Top of that, you get a nice little Schrader valve tool and a cool little carrying bag for all your accessories, as well as some other miscellaneous fittings and couplers right here. But yeah, that's pretty much what you get out the box. You guys are more than welcome to look online to get some better visuals of it, but without further ado, let's go ahead and plug it in. We're going to try it out on my 1994 Lexus LS400, since this one actually has a lot of vacuum lines, and I would be curious in case I had any small leaks. But first things first, you're going to want to fill it with the baby oil, have some mineral oil in there. I put about 3 of these bottles in there. You can see use half a bottle of this 14-ounce baby oil. Go ahead and put it in the fill hole. Check the dipstick, make sure you're somewhat in the middle, at least above the red, and I think you should be good to go. We're going to plug in the positive and negative, hook it up to the battery, and get started. Alright, off the bat here, you can see our menu. We have turbo, high pressure, low pressure for EVAP, self-test, and settings. So pretty much turbo high pressure is going to allow you to run up to like 14, 15 PSI. Checking intake systems, checking your boost piping, stuff like that. EVAP low pressure, it's only going to run 0.6 to 1 PSI to prevent damaging any components in the EVAP system. Both of these will have the smoke function. The self-test is if you want to test the actual unit itself, you can plug off the line, pinch off, and run it. And in case there's any internal leaks in the machine itself, it'll run its own self-test. And then settings, of course, if you want to set PSI, kilopascals, language, etc. So we're going to go ahead and go into the turbo high pressure. See, we have smoke test or pressure decay test. Smoke test obviously is going to put smoke through the system and allow you to turn on and off the smoke. Pressure decay system is only going to allow you to put pressure in case you just want to verify your leak and just see if it holds pressure. So we're going to go ahead and go to smoke test and go through some menus. It's just going to basically give you a rundown of what you're doing. You can do professional mode or custom mode. Custom mode will manually allow you to set the pressure. Professional mode will just kind of give you a common pressure, which is probably going to be around 14 psi. See right here, we can select the system we're testing: turbo, intake, exhaust, vacuum components, under the dashboard. I'm just going to put turbo system, so it'll do the full pressure. See, performing system pressure at 14.5 psi. We're going to hit next. It's going to give you a timer, how long you want to run the test. We'll just go ahead and do 10 minutes. It's going to tell you to connect the lines. Wait until there's smoke coming out of the hose before you actually connect it to the system, so you know that smoke's coming out, so you can actually know that the leak, you'll be able to see it. More instructions. Pretty much telling you if the pressure exceeds 14.5 psi, the compressor on the unit will shut off to prevent any damage. So it has this nice little gauge. It's at 14.5 psi right now. The timer is counting down. See, we're already getting some smoke. I will say you will have to run this for like 5 to 10 minutes when you first buy it before you start getting smoke out. Start having some of the oil just spitting out here. I was a little concerned, but you just got to let it run for a little bit and then it'll start kicking out. I think it has to like prime the system or prime whatever the absorbent coil in there that vaporizes that oil. You can see if we put our finger over it, it'll start reading the pressure. See if it'll shut off. If you were testing a system, this would be a good sign, signaling that you have no leaks. I don't know if it's going to build up that high, but you let it go, and there's our smoke. So right off the bat, this is a pretty good amount of smoke. I think it's enough to see if you have a leak, if you have some light, of course. I'm just going to show you the smoke output the best I can. For those of you wondering how much smoke you're going to get out of this thing. Go ahead and set that down. You do have the option to turn the smoke on or off right here. See, it dies down. As well as you want to just turn off the pump. I'll turn it both back on. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into one of my intake lines and just see if we get any smoke coming out. Alright, well, I got the system running right now. Use this cone-shaped filter, put it in the intake. Wanted to see if I had any leaks in my intake, and surprisingly I actually do. This hose right here, let me see if I can get the flashlight. It's got a small leak coming from it, and then when I pull it off, it looks like it's got a plastic fitting inside the hose that goes to that port. So, crazy. And just when I thought that was the only leak, this other hose, which looks way too big for that fitting it's on, is also leaking air. So, thought it was good. Didn't see nothing for a while, but you guys can see all that smoke coming out. That's all leaks in my intake system, which I had no idea about. So, it's actually good I use this very old car. But man, look at that. That is just puking out air. Yeah, smoke tester for the win. So yeah, that's just one of the many uses for a smoke machine like this. Of course, besides from poor hose connections, you would be able to find leaks. Say your intake manifold gasket wasn't sealing properly, say you had any cracked vacuum lines, rubber hoses. stuff like that, you'd be able to visually see it, which is very nice and points you straight in the right direction because you plug it in like I did right now and oh my god, we got smoke here. We got an air leak. So pretty cool. Alrighty, so next we're going to try it out on my 1995 Nissan 240SX. See, one of the caps fit perfectly right there on that exhaust piping. We got the inflatable one on the other one to seal it up nice and tight. Running off battery power on the Lexus since the 240 battery is pretty weak. And if you don't have a good battery power, it's not going to produce enough smoke. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into the EVAP test or turbo testing. So that way it'll just do max pressure. Pretty sure I have an exhaust leak, but we'll find out. Alright, well, looking at our first connection, you can see we have a little exhaust leak right there. And you can kind of tell it's kind of kinked at the top, but I mean, not too big of a problem down here. I mean, this is the drift car, so I'm not too worried, but it's nice to know there's one exhaust leak at that flange. Let's see at the other one. At least at my mid flex pipe, not seeing an exhaust leak. See the down pipe. No exhaust leak, or at the elbow. Which is good, because that's kind of really where it matters. It is funny to have one down at the back. At least though, coming under the hood where the manifold meets the cylinder head, not seeing any air leakage or any smoke for that matter, which is good. As long as we don't have any leaks up front, should be alright. Alright, so the last test I want to do is check for any boost leaks on my 240. Since I am going to be taking this to the dyno, I want to make sure it's in tip-top shape. So I went ahead and put that little hand burrito up in the hot pipe, so it's sealed nice and tight. One cool thing about that inflatable design is it'll work for oval exhaust piping if you do have a performance-based car. So I'm gonna go ahead and check the piping down through the intercooler all the way into the intake to see if I have any air leaks on the intake side of this vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the smoke test, running it at 14.5 psi. Again, the psi is all customizable. You can set it anywhere from half a psi all the way up to like 15 psi. So, and believe it or not, I do have a pretty massive leak. Look at that. So, got this port that was probably going to the EGR or something. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put a cap on that and a hose clamp. Good thing I checked this. That is a pretty good one. So yeah guys, that pretty much sums up the Ancel smoke tester. All in all, pretty sweet. Found 3 problems on my vehicles today. The main one was that boost leak. That was why my 240 would always die when I stepped on the gas too quick. There was all that unmetered air coming in. The car didn't know what it was. So put that cap on, doesn't stall now when you step on the gas. So I thought it was just because I needed a tune, but it's because I had this big ass air leak. All thanks to the Ancel smoke tester. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought. Is a pretty cool tester, having the display, having the digital visuals of seeing what kind of leak you got. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. So yeah guys, let me know what you guys thought, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace!